everybody. This is Ron Dittmars talking to you again from the Erasmus Academy. And this is our third segment in the series on Vermeer's painting. And you see on the screen actually another painting that it's not described in this text that we're reading, but just to get a view of some other of his work. And similarly, this is actually the painting that we're going to study, this one here. And it's very interesting to see all of this and to try to understand how the painting works from the description. So and today we have Jeff with us again. Jeff, you want to say hello?
Hello.
Okay. We were just talking about running marathons before, and Jeff's run a lot more than I have. That's for sure. Okay. Anyway, so and here's the text. Today we're going from this passage. See if you can see my mark here. Right from here, right down to here. Not too far, not too much, but I want to give you just translate that first, the last sentence right before this, just to give you the context. So the last sentence reads, starting with Vermeer hat right here, simply with his points, that is with his countless small points, almost like pointillist technique. Vermeer has brought a great deal of life into such a quiet atmosphere. And then this is dazu tragen. So tragen by means tragen means to carry, beitragen means to contribute. Okay, let's just read this together. And by the way, we'll just follow the same procedure as before. I'll read out loud, and then Jeff will repeat after me, and then I'll ask him some questions and try to imagine in your own mind what the answers would be as we piece together the meaning of these sentences. Okay, let's go ahead. Dazu tragen auch die runden Gegenstände auf dem Tisch bei. Everybody?
Dazu tragen auch die runden Gegenstände auf dem Tisch bei.
Okay, so we have the verb as tragen by, a separate prefix that floats out to the end of the clause or the sentence, which is right here. Whenever you see a prefix or preposition at the end of a clause or phrase, it probably most likely is a separate prefix belonging to a verb. So to that contribute also, then let's see, this is like the round objects. And then here you have auf dem, dative showing where on the table. Okay, let's go on. Die Haltung der Hände, die Senkrechte der fließenden Milch. Everybody?
Die Haltung der Hände, die Senkrechte der fließenden Milch.
Okay, so we can talk about what contributes to this sense. So the position or the hold, the way that the hands are held. You could say die Haltung der Hände. Senkrecht, this means sink, actually our word sink comes from this. So this means vertical, that sinks directly down. So the vertical of the flowing milk that you see in the picture going on können kaum aus Bewegung angesehen werden. Everybody?
Können kaum aus Bewegung angesehen werden.
Good. Where's the verb complex, Jeff? There?
Können angesehen werden.
Great. Okay, so ansehen means to view. So how would you translate that verb complex? Give us a pronoun like start with they.
They are able to view or to be viewed.
That's right. Yeah, they are able to be viewed. So and then so he's talking about these things here. So the position of the hands, the vertical of the flowing milk, are able hardly to be viewed als Bewegung, as movement. So he's saying all these things, these cannot be viewed as movement. Going on, bei dem Wort Bewegung denkt man immer an Wellenlinien. Go ahead.
Bei dem Wort Bewegung denkt man immer an Wellenlinien.
Good. Let me just Okay. So
Wellenlinien.
good. Yeah. In the case of the word movement or with the word movement, Bewegung, and in these two sentences, where's the verb here?
Denkt
Good. So, and then where's the subject?
man.
Always, man is always, this is the impersonal man. One thinks always on or about wave lines, circles, diagonals, elements, therefore, then to describe what these elements are. Let's read together. Aus denen vor allem das Stillleben auf dem Tisch gebildet ist. Everybody?
Aus denen vor allem das Stillleben auf dem Tisch gebildet ist.
So elements from which, aus denen, it refers back to these antecedent elements from which, above all, and then here's your the subject, das, the still life, gebildet ist, is formed on the table. Let's see. If you start from Datsu from the beginning of that and just read slowly, see if, for us to having translated little sections of it, if you could just read it slowly so we can follow how the German works. Go ahead. Dazu tragen.
Also, the round objects on the table contribute to this.
Mhm.
The position of the hands, the vertical of the flowing milk can hardly be viewed as movement.
Mhm.
With the word movement,
Just slow down a little bit so we can follow you. So go ahead with the word.
Movement. One thinks always of wave lines, circles, diagonals, elements, therefore, out of which, above all, the still life on the table is formed.
Great. Okay. Good. Going on. Wenn man von den Gegenständen nichts weiß, everybody? Right here.
Wenn man von den Gegenständen nichts weiß,
Good. Wird man sie in Vermeers Arbeit nicht alle wiedererkennen oder rekonstruieren können?
wird man sie in Vermeers Arbeit nicht alle wiedererkennen oder rekonstruieren können.
Long verb complex. Okay, here's your subject again automatically. So, and when is either temporal when, W-H-E-N, or if. In this case, it's probably the conditional, if. If one knows, weiß, if one knows, and here's the direct object, nothing with the S on the end of the nicht, nothing of these objects. And then where's the verb complex from here to the end, Jeff?
Wird wiedererkennen oder rekonstruieren können.
Yeah, one will, and then one will be able to recognize or to reconstruct. One will be able to, so one will not be able to recognize or reconstruct them in Vermeer's work. Okay, let's see. Oh, so that's the end of that section there. So we have one more to go in the next section. And so hope you enjoyed this and hope to hear from you next. So talk to you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.